everyone. Welcome to our show. We've been skipping for 3 weeks on because we had some problems.
What show is it?
The More or Less Show.
Where you get more news in less time.
Yeah. We missed 3 weeks because we've been pretty busy on stuff. College, work.
He's been studying for his final project and final exam. And safe to say he got through it pretty damn good. So we're happy about that.
It's been okay.
Anytime you get a B or better, that's good enough for me. Works for me.
C, but okay.
Well, C. Was it? You went and looked?
No.
Because 80...
It hasn't changed.
You had 86, right? That's a B.
I know it's a B, but I haven't looked.
So we'll have to look. But anyway, thanks for coming to watch the show. Sorry we haven't been here for a while, like he says.
It's August 17th, 2020.
Yep. And let's go ahead and start getting to the news, the global news. All right, we always start with the Dow Jones Industrial Average. And today wasn't a good day, Monday. Even though we got a rally, it didn't work out. We ended up 86 points down for the day. But good news is, as Tyler was saying, what?
Well, I think it was in 1 month.
You look at the month, and we're up significantly. So
they can't look at it, but they can visually see it.
Right, well, Google DJI. You'll see it. But yeah, so it's coming and going and slipping and sliding, and it's actually behaving pretty damn good considering all the issues with COVID and everything. Because the Dow Jones does do that. It goes down a little bit, goes up a little bit, down, up, down.
It's been a hell of a roller coaster ride.
It's been a hell of a ride. It really has.
And I realized in 4 months, 2021 is around the corner. Oh, shit. 2021 is around the corner.
Yeah, I can't wait for it.
Now, I wish this year would be fucking better.
Yeah, it'd be a lot better, right?
Next year would be fucking better.
Let's hope so, because this year sucked. Also, I don't know if you all know, but tonight actually is a Democratic National Convention, I think is what DNC Convention, Democrat National Committee, I think is what they are.
Democrat National Convention?
Convention. Well, that's the weirdest thing is they're speaking. It's mostly it's a virtual thing. There's three Republicans going to speak at the Democrat convention.
They're gonna die.
Are you kidding me? So
that'd be funny as hell. It's like a sitcom.
Ohio Governor John Kasich is the keynote Republican speaker. They're anti-Trumpers, and then we got a couple of others. They're let me see if I can find it.
It sounds like a sitcom.
Almost does, don't it?
Three Republicans
go
to a Democratic party.
The other two is New Jersey Governor Christine Todd Whitman and QB CEO Meg Whitman. I don't know why they're both Whitmans, but that's interesting. So anyway, also Susan Molinari. So it's interesting that they're going to be there. But whatever. I'm not for either side, so I don't give a flying at all about it, to be honest. But I thought it was funny. What do you think about it, Tyler?
It sounds like a sitcom, like I've been saying.
It does, don't it?
Yeah, like you get 3 Republicans go to a Democratic convention. It's like, why are you there in the first place? You're going to die.
You're not going to die, but it's just that Republicans are not going to like what you're doing. You're what they call a rhino. You know what a rhino is?
Yeah, I know what a rhino is.
That's what they'll call them. And they may be right, I don't know. So I don't like to talk a lot about COVID. I try to make this a positive podcast. But, unfortunately, there is news. And it kind of affects us because I work at the University of Illinois. And we're getting ready to have students come back this week.
Mm-hmm.
UNC ditches its hybrid reopening plans after just 1 week of fully remote classes.
Why?
I mean, after 1 week of hybrid classes.
Why? What's wrong?
Well, they had trouble because they have their COVID test positivity rate jumped from 2.8% to 13.6% in a week.
Oh shit!
Right?
Damn.
Isn't that something?
That big?
It's pretty goddamn big. So it's a lot of students too. See if I can find it. It was talking about. Yeah, here we go. In a week, Tyler, get this. The university had 349 students quarantined and 177 isolated on campus in 1 week. So guess what's going to happen at our school, the U of I?
Everyone goes to online classes.
We're going to be there for a week, maybe two. It's going to blow up, and everyone's going to be online. Just like they had to switch to.
Is it like everyone from University of Illinois are mostly like from like China, Japan, or something like that? Foreigners?
Well, there's not everyone, but
not
but
everyone.
there is a percentage of them that can't really go back home. That's what you're saying, basically. That are international students that are here. So what are they going to do, right?
Enjoy American life.
Yeah, but they won't be able to come to class, so that'll be interesting. All right, enough about the COVID, because I don't like to talk too much about it. Let's talk about something just as depressing. You want to talk about it?
No, you talk about it. I'll tell it later.
All right. You guys must not be Pizza Hut fans. Obviously, a lot of you out there isn't, because obviously Pizza Hut is now closing 300 locations because they just filed for bankruptcy. And that's really too bad, because they were one of the best places for fast food pizzas there was around for quite a while. But they're going to close all what they call underperforming restaurants, and maybe it'll help them get back into it. I don't know.
So 300 Pizza Hut locations, really?
Yeah,
that's a lot.
It's a lot, isn't it?
I guess someone out Pizza the Hut.
Right, someone did out Pizza the Hut. That's what we're talking about right there. So I think we're going to call that enough of the global news. What do you think, Tyler? You got anything to add to that?
The damn globalists.
The damn globalist.
I'm not going to be fucking that insane motherfucker.
No, don't do that. Let's go to the science and tech.
This is your stuff. This.
We'll get to that. You want to do that right now? You want to do that first?
That should be in gaming.
Well, no, because Apple's a phone.
I know Apple's a phone, but this is a game.
You want to wait for it and put it in the game? We're going to wait and put that one into the gaming section. Well, let's start with this one. We'll start, I'm a big Elon Musk fan.
So am I.
Well, he is now designing a Dojo supercomputer. Supercomputer is named Dojo, is what it is. And we're talking an exaflop computer. It will be the fastest computer ever built.
Really?
It's completely designed for their Tesla cars to process the data, the visual data that comes off of the cameras.
Wait, what is the one? Who has the super fast computer in the world right now?
Well, we got the big blue here at the U of I. I think we're pretty fast. I'm not sure.
It's not the fastest.
I don't know.
The record?
I don't know. But all I know is his will be the fastest. And like I said, he's going to use AI and discrete algorithms, and then from doing that, he's going to start the automated driving, where they put in the cars where he can drive automatic. Because right now he basically uses humans to do that, and that works okay. But with a computer, you can go through so many different simulations, so much more, and faster, that you can learn a lot more from it. So that's a theory, anyway. So we'll see. Hopefully, If you guys got
I don't
stock, man.
I don't think a lot of people are going to be happy with Tesla. Or I don't think a lot of people are going to buy a lot of Teslas because there are a lot of, like, gearheads in the world are only wanting to hear the sound of an engine roaring from their vehicle. That's a lot of gearheads like.
You know what BMW does?
What do they do?
They, in one of their, I think it's their I series, they actually, through their speaker systems, pump in, like, make audio sound of the engine as you're driving. So it sounds like the engine's got sound to it. Even though it's electric.
What? That's stupid.
Yeah, it's a hybrid electric, and
that's really weird.
Makes you think that you've got more of a traditional motor like you're talking about. Probably is weird. I know a lot of owners are giving them shit for it. They turn it off.
Yeah.
What else we got, Tyler?
This is yours.
Go ahead and do the next one.
You're talking about this one, right?
Well, it's going to be ZTE because we're going to pass that one, right?
This is yours. This is your segment, not mine.
Trying to give the boy more work. All right. So, if you're a cell phone user, and I would say like 99.9% of us are.
Yeah.
There's a company called ZTE, and they're going to be the first company that makes a phone that has the camera behind the lens of the phone, which means there'll be no bezel, there'll be no hole, it'll just be solid glass front. And it's called their Axon 20 5G smartphone. So they call it their first under-display camera. And
do you show it, or do you have?
They show a little bit of it. They show a little bit of it, the top of the phone, and then you don't see any cutouts whatsoever. But no one's got a hold of it, and no one knows how good it is. And there was an Oppo prototype that tried that before, but the problem is you're going through glass, so it kind of looked a little cloudy because it's hard to get through glass or plastic because it affects the vision of it, So, but we'll see. But it's got pretty good specs. The rumor is it's going to have a 32 megapixel front camera, 64 megapixel, 8 megapixel rear cameras, 6.92 inch OLED screen, up to 12 gigabyte of RAM, and a 4,120 milliamp per hour at baterizos. Supposed to launch in September 1st of this year. So we'll see. I could not find any place where it said what a network it was going to be on, which mobile network, or mobile carrier or whatever. So we'll have to just see on that.
You think they're like their own company?
No, they gotta be connected to one of these mobiles.
Are you sure they didn't even want to do it from themselves?
Yeah, but they don't have the towers. They got to go through some others, for sure. All right, let's talk about one more thing in tech and science.
And it's another Elon Musk thing.
I know. Fanboy. Actually, even though it's an Elon Musk, it really isn't an Elon Musk. It's a Blacksky thing, and I think it's pretty fucking cool. And it's also pretty fucking scary. A little bit of both.
Really?
They just... SpaceX just launched I guess a couple days ago. Wasn't too long ago.
Another satellite up in the sky?
Yeah. A bunch of Starlinks and then a couple of what they call black sky satellites. And it turns out the Black Sky's latest satellite returns images just 58 hours after the SpaceX launch. And that is the fastest time that they've been able to take pictures since launch. And the ultimate goal for these satellites is real-time monitoring. They can't. It takes time. So the fact that you can get it in a day or two right off launch says a lot about those satellites and how quick they can come up to speed.
That's like 3 days.
And they've got a network of them. So, and these are smaller satellites too. They're smaller cubes. They're not these big old-fashioned huge satellites. They're able to put them in smaller satellites. So they released a picture today of a beautiful image, and it's of Port Elizabeth in South Africa. And they here's how it's kind of good, cool, and scary it is. They can tell you how fast the boats were going based on that video that they took. The video, tick, 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 you know what I mean? They can tell you the names of the boats based on, they can read all that shit.
Wow, really?
This is from space.
Ooh, that's scary.
Right. There's the scary part. So it depends on what side of the fucking fence they're on, right? You want them on your good side, right? I think so.
Yeah.
For sure. All right, that's it for science and tech. We're going to have Tyler go ahead and take it with gaming news. He's actually going to take one of the topics that I was going to put in science and tech, and he's going to go ahead and run with that one too. So hopefully Tyler's going to be ready.
I am ready.
And this is gaming news with Tyler Moore.
Okay, so there's not a lot of things happening in gaming news, but there is a lot of things happening in sports news. Well, there's two big things that are happening in gaming news right now. Like the one that's supposed to be in tech and science, which I moved to gaming news because it is gaming news related. It's about Apple and Google banning Fortnite on their Apple stores and Google Play stores, which is a big thing.
It's a big thing.
It's
You know how big that is? Think about that.
like
You know how big that is? Think about that.
it's like what, 1 billion users on that mobile device.
Yeah. More than anyone else.
I think they also realized why they did, because they're not getting paid from
Yeah, they're trying to go around.
a paywall.
Yeah. I mean, the way Apple and Google make their money is they have the Google Play account and then the Apple account. I don't know what it's called, but basically when you put your application, you have to put your application through their store for the most part, so they can vet it, make sure it's not virus and all that other shit. But by doing that and being out there, they get a percentage of whatever you charge for your game.
Yeah.
And like, not only what you charge, but all the in-app purchases, right? The in-app purchases.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the way Epic did it, they decided, well, we'll let you buy the game, but then all the in-app purchases, we're going to go through our store or our ways, and we're going to go ahead and go around Google, Apple, and we'll take that money without them getting any cut. Apple wasn't too happy about that for many reasons.
Yeah, I know. Money.
So Apple stopped Fortnite, and then Epic sued Apple.
Mm-hmm.
And then Apple and also released a statement that was kind of harsh about it, you know, and they don't really have any grounds to stand on. Apple can take off whoever the fuck they want off their system. It's their system. It sucks if you're a gamer, but Epic's trying to fuck with people.
Mm.
Go ahead.
They're trying to turn into EA slowly and
Yep.
coming bad. Okay, next gaming news.
Call of Duty Black Ops.
No, we talked about that a long time ago.
Just fucking with you.
This is about Battlefield this time around, because Battlefield 1 and Battlefield 5 were pretty bad. And Battlefield 6 is coming out very soon. We all don't know what's going to happen, but we got our first leak, and it talks about 128 player mode is going to be in Battlefield 6 with a 32 versus 32 gameplay. 32 versus 32 map layout, that is pretty big and chaotic. Like it was always wanted to be Battlefield games. Chaotic, building, destroying. It's way better than Call of Duty, but these last two games they tried to produce, they were pretty bad, and Call of Duty won them.
All right. ASMR time for you guys. Ready? Go. Go, Tyler.
No one wants to hear that shit.
That's for all you ASMR guys.
Gross. Anyways.
What's next?
Insurgent Sandstorm for the console has been delayed. They were supposed to be released February 1st. No, wait, not February. October 26th?
Let me guess.
I think it was at the end of October.
Let me guess.
What?
The game takes place in a sandstorm.
Afghanistan. I don't know where it takes place. I never played it.
The game says sandstorm in it.
Yeah, I know, but it's Insurgent, so I don't know what it is about.
Those last 2 cookies are mine, by the way.
Who said?
I did. I just said. Who said me? I just said it. Didn't I not? Did you guys hear me say that? He's eating all my cookies.
Only had 3.
All right, he gets the last. We'll split it.
Anyway, that's the end of gaming news. Let's head on.
That's quick.
Yeah, I said there was not a lot.
I talk for half an hour. You talk for 5 minutes.
I got sports news to talk about.
Oh, yes, we do. Here comes Tyler. Tyler Wade with the sports.
So, the entire sports news is going. This entire sports world going chaotic right now because all this COVID shit happening. It's pretty sad. A lot of fucking schools canceling their game schedule.
You gotta talk about the Big Ten.
I am getting to that. And Big Ten, where University of Illinois is in this conference, and they have postponed. They didn't cancel. They postponed their season until spring. That means it's pretty bad because football is always supposed to be in the fall. That's when football season. We have a good football team right now. I'm surprised they. And speaking of football teams, a bunch of other teams, Nebraska almost got kicked out of the Big Ten. You heard about that?
Yes.
That was almost a shocker. Including Ohio State was almost about to get kicked out too. That one's pretty good, pretty bad because they want to play for the fall. A lot of players want to play in the fall.
Well, there's been a lot of shit going on. You've got players signing a petition in the Big Ten.
I was about to talk about that.
Oh, you keep going then.
I don't know how many people signed it. Last time I checked, almost 200 people signed it, and it is pretty big. A lot of people want to play. A lot of people want to see a football season.
Well, and the other issue is there's been some speculation through some of the comments that's been made that there wasn't really a vote on the decision. It was more like a couple of people decided it and they went with it. And if that's the case, that's not right. But not only was that petition done, what else happened?
I don't know.
You don't know. Parents, Penn State, Michigan State, Iowa State, all these places,
Nebraska,
they're all writing letters to the commissioner of the Big Ten.
Commissioners, yeah.
Explaining to them how this is bullshit. Especially when the SEC can play. How come the SEC can play? We can't.
You mean ACC?
I think it's SEC, Southeast Conference.
Oh, I mean SEC.
That's what I just said, SEC.
You said SEC.
SEC. SEC.
There you go.
Yeah, I talk too fast. Go ahead, though. But I know what. We need to be playing fucking football. Let's do it.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. But there's some good news in this sports news today. There will be an NCAA basketball tournament next year. You know how they're gonna do it?
Don't hold your breath.
You know how they're gonna do it?
How?
They're gonna do the bubble like the NBA is doing.
So as long as none of them go to a strip bar, they should be fine.
Oh, ha, real funny.
That's what happened at the NBA. You didn't hear about that?
No.
One of the NBA players slipped out and went to one of the strip bars and had chicken wings at the strip bar because they make awesome chicken wings. And there ain't nothing better than having chicken wings, a little bit of beer, and fucking strippers. Seriously. That's what we call heaven.
Oh, God.
But anyway, he got COVID. He got the COVID. I think he got the COVID. I don't know. I could be wrong, but...
I never heard of that. But
he did do that, though. All right.
So, even NCAA, even the NCAA, commissioners said that there will be a tournament in 2021. No exceptions.
We'll see. We'll see about that.
We don't have a preseason bracket yet. If there is, we'll have this thing back here. So right now there is no preseason things right now.
Yeah, there's no whiteboard because there isn't any brackets to do. We will bring them back and we'll start into a more normal podcast, although it's not going to help for you, those folks that are just listening. But maybe that'll tempt you to come to our YouTube channel and watch it as well. Yep. But I can tell you, Tyler will do a really good job of saying what the scores and shit is anyway and whatever, so it'll probably work out pretty good.
There's going to be a bunch of teams falling because a lot of teams falling because a lot of them went to the NBA.
That's correct.
And
I agree with that.
And Illinois is one of them that's going all the way up to the top. They're in the top 10.
Oh, if we don't play fucking basketball, I'm going to fucking cry. I want us to play football, but I really, really, really want us to play basketball this year. We could go all the fucking way with this.
The NCAA said there is going to be a 2021 tournament. There is no exception. No exception. That means there will be.
You guys believe what he's saying? I don't know.
They should. Anyways, on to our last sports news.
Yes.
Oh, this UFC fight.
Yes.
Oh my God, it was so good.
Yes. Yes, there was a good fight. There were great fights.
That last round, that co-main and main event.
So main event was Stipe Miocic against Daniel Cormier, and it's for the heavyweight championship of the world, and it's also to determine who was, and who will be the greatest heavyweight MMA UFC champion of all time.
Did they say both of them were? Did they say they were both going to retire? Whoever wins the belt.
No, only Daniel.
But he's not retiring.
Daniel is retiring.
Shocker.
He just released a tweet today or yesterday thanking everyone, his fans, his coaches, his sponsors, his supporters, and Stipe as well, saying he had a great fight. And he didn't want it to end that way, but it did, and that's the way it is, and he's done, basically.
Was it a vote, or was it... Oh, it was a decision. It was an anonymous decision. But, the co-main...
That co-main? Are you kidding me, son?
That was such a good fight.
Are you kidding me, son? Are you kidding me?
There was a bunch of hype with O'Malley.
Oh, my God. Are you kidding me? Hell yeah, there was. Sean O'Malley. Marlon Vieira. Man, O'Malley, he just fucked his fucking leg up. Kicking himself in the shin. Mm-hmm. Fucked him up, you know?
Yep.
And you can't do that shit. You can't do that. They said that it fucked up some nerves and tendons or something, and it stopped his ankle and shit from working.
If that never happened, that would have been a different story.
Oh, it would have too. Most definitely. But yeah, man, those two fights, those were the big fights, and they lived up to it, I think. You know, and then we had Junior Dos Santos against Jiracho Rosnestroke, and
this is with a TKO.
Junior's getting old. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Junior. I don't mean to be mean to you, buddy. And I know you can still kick my ass. Don't get me wrong. But in the fight game, He's getting old, and you got this younger person here, Jarizno Ruznik, and fucking knocked him out. What are you gonna say about that? You know, knocked him the fuck out.
Who is that? Who is that? Heavyweight black. It was a black guy, heavyweight. He's in the heavyweight division. What was his name? It was like Lewis something. I don't know what his...
Derek Lewis.
I don't know.
He just fought like last weekend or two. Just go back.
Yeah, Derek Lewis.
I think last weekend he fought and he won.
I want to see him get the championship.
Oh, well, he'll be fighting Stipe for too long because he's right up there. He keeps winning the way he is. He's a heavyweight as well.
I think he may have beat Stripe.
Stipe, you mean Miocic?
Yeah, Miocic.
I don't know. Fucker can take a punch, dude. But we'll see. I'd love to see that one. Maybe we won't see it. I don't know. Hey, Dana, make it happen. You're the matchmaker. Make it happen.
You know why I actually want to see coming back from the UFC?
Why is that? What?
I want to see Conor McGregor back.
I think he might come back. I don't know. I heard tales of Mayweather still bantering the decision of fighting him in the MMA ring. I would love
to see it.
Fucking love to see that. You can't fucking run. Where you running to? The cage? Then what? As he picks your ass up, slams you fucking back on the ground.
With some hammer fists.
Then what? You strong enough to fucking get the underhooks, roll them back over, get on top, ground and pound, get your ass back up? Or is he gonna fucking just fucking destroy you on the ground like he has everyone else? You know what? He maybe knock you out with his fucking shoulder. He's done that before.
Yeah.
No, so yeah, he talks a lot of shit, but you can talk a lot of shit when you bring the shit.
Conor McGregor did do that.
He ain't the perfect fighter, but he's a fucking badass. No one is. There's always someone that can kick your ass. And remember that, folks. And most of these fuckers can kick my ass. So I can talk all kinds of shit about it, but we're just talking our opinion, right?
Yeah. It's just opinions.
Hey, if you guys don't like it, come on to the show and we'll talk about it. Yeah. You can come in through Skype or Zoom or whatever we want to, whatever, and we'll do a live event. Okay, so then we had Herbert Burns against Daniel Pinata, and that was also a knockout. What'd you think about that one, Tyler?
I think all these were knockout, except for the
first one was
and
not.
The last one.
Dodson was a disappointment, is what that was. On the first one was a disappointment. The decision, boring, not much. And then Pinata, obviously, knockout. Can't go wrong with that. It's a good fight, good night overall, you know. I'm nitpicking on the first bantamweight fight between the two. Just because when you watch some of the preliminaries earlier, there were some really good preliminary fights going on. Like my brother CJ, his buddy Vince Pichel, he fought. He was the main fight of the preliminary card. And he fucking won. He kicked Jim Miller's ass. And let me tell you right now, Jim Miller ain't no fucking slack. He ain't nothing. He's the real fucking deal. 32-15. Right?
Won no contest.
Right. So that tells you he's been in the game a long time. He's a good, solid fighter. He's a journeyman fighter, and he's good. He's fucking good. And Pichel, 13-2-0. You know, he just come in and he fucking. There was a decision. It was, but there was action the whole fucking time. They weren't laying on each other. They weren't hugging each other. None of that. They were fighting and punching, and moving, and doing everything they could. And Pichel won that. And good job, Vince. Shout out to you, buddy, for sure.
Fucking spacing out.
You all right?
Yeah, I was just spacing out. I was just looking at the card, and I was just spacing out for all of these.
You got anything you want to talk about on any of the others, like maybe the women?
I only saw the lightweight, the division.
All right. Well, that's pretty much it. That I did want to talk about that. Like I said, my buddy CJ, that's his buddy. And shout out to you, man, Vince. Good job. I'm glad you won. Fucking awesome. Jim, you're a badass. Sorry you lost. That's the way the game is. It's the way the fighting business is, man. Win some, lose some. Anyway, I guess, you got anything else? Are we done?
We're done.
We are fucking done. I don't know how long it's been. Another 58 minutes probably. But, hey, thank you guys for hanging out with us. Thanks for waiting 2-3 weeks. I don't know how long it's been.
3 weeks probably.
However long it's been. Thank you for waiting. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for watching. Shout out to Grandma. What else? Guess that's pretty much it. This is the More is Less podcast show, where you get more news in less time. I'm your host, Todd Moore.
I'm Tyler Moore.
And we will see you on the next episode next week. Have a good night.
Bye.
Bye.